In Millennials and Money today, we have a special guest with us now, Victor Jones. He's the CEO of Dough. Thank you so much for coming on our show.
Thank you for having me.
You just launched Dough, and you're really trying to reach the demographic that would be maybe 35 and under?
Yeah, that's exactly right. About a year ago, our team essentially noticed that there were basically two portions or two landscapes forming, right? You have the traditional higher priced brokers, which have the traditional services that new investors need. Things like support, education, context, the things that you do here every single day. And then the other end of the spectrum, in the last 6 years, we've had a lot of fintech disruptions. The problem, though, is for new investors, you're only a new investor until you make your first trade.
That's
true.
There's
bare bones offerings out there without a lot of powerful investing tools. We try to meet the needs of both.
Let's talk about some of the money trends that you see with millennials. What are you noticing?
Well, I think first and foremost, I think we have to understand the landscape, right? We're in one of the longest bull market runs in history. And I think what that has essentially done is created an environment with millennials that are completely risk averse. If you think about where we came from, 50% of investing millennials or non-investing millennials are not comfortable taking any risk with their money at all. A quarter of them who actually participate in the survey, they aren't sure how to answer the question at all, whether they want to take risk with their money or not. So I think the biggest question with this generation when it comes to investing is how to think about risk. And that's really what we're setting out to do, is try to help people understand how to think about risk.
Right. I mean, they lived through 2008, the financial crisis, so they saw their parents lose a lot, and I can understand the fear there.
Right. And if you think about even a day like today, we got the VIX trading just under 16. For most of the 2017 and 2018, today would have been an anomaly in terms of volatility or heightened volatility, if you want to call it that.
That's true.
At VIX of 18. So the idea that you would have disruption or, let's say, market rotation, it's just not very common. So how to get people comfortable with this idea of investing early and being comfortable with the idea of market risk is something not many people are doing.
So what do you do? How do you make people comfortable?
Well, the first and foremost, we believe, is active participation. So we offer commission-free stock and ETF trading platforms. Essentially allows you to trade often and trade small.
Now, this surprised me. Let's talk about millennials and trading trends.
Sure.
Millennials like to trade Forex, currency. That really surprised me. They're trading money and overseas money. Why is that, Victor?
Well, I think there's two different reasons for that. One, I think if you look at Forex, you have a little bit lower capital requirements. So I think that is first and foremost allows you to leverage your money. And I think there tends to be a risk appetite there. You look at this entire generation, we've gone through digital disruption. We've also introduced new asset classes, right? So you have crypto, you have Forex in particular, right. But I think the leverage and the utilization of capital, in particular with smaller accounts, I think that is one primary reason why you see people look at the Forex market.
How much is this involved? Trading on the phone, mobile everything, app always with millennials.
I'm going to give you some interesting statistics.
Okay.
On average, U.S. adults here in the United States spend about 3.5 hours on our phone every single day. Half of that is spent on social media. So if you actually look at the course of our lifetime in our generation, we're going to end up spending 5.5 years of our lives on social media. So we believe when people say things like, we don't have enough time to learn how to invest, we don't have enough money, well, you tell me how you're prioritizing your time. We'll show you how you can spend 5 to 10 minutes in a day to learn a little bit more about financial literacy and how the world around you is impacting your dollar.
It was wonderful to have you here, and best of success to you. We hope to have you back.
Thank you very much.
For more Business First AM, check us out on social media. We're on Facebook, YouTube, and Twitter. And go to businessfirstam.com for where to see our show on TV.